Welcome, skiers and riders, to Whiteout, the Denver Gazette's weekly report of powder forecasts, snow news, and other happenings in Colorado's high country. I'm your host, Jonathan Ingraham. Today we'll be talking a ski day at Loveland with Chris Anthony, more snow heading into May, plus resort season totals and more Schifrin news. Going skiing with a former ski racer like Chris Anthony is always a treat. 25 fifth graders from the Center for Talent Development at Greenlee Elementary skied with Chris Anthony at Loveland Ski Area last Thursday, a field trip sponsored by the Chris Anthony Youth Initiative Project. But the story doesn't just stop there. Setting up Thursday's event all started 4 to 5 years ago when CTD at Greenlee's English language development teacher, Dory Eikenberry, met Anthony at one of his events. I met Chris because of my daughter's choir in 4th grade, she said. He had youth acts at his live auction, so I met him and asked him about whether I could get in on the ski option. Eikenberry, a lifelong skier, brought the idea to Principal Sheldon Reynolds and other 5th grade teachers, and they all absolutely jumped on board of the idea. Most of our kids haven't been west of Federal Boulevard, let alone up into the mountains at the Continental Divide. So I wanted them to check it out and try skiing. So he started sponsoring our groups 4 or 5 years ago to go up, Eikenberry said. Back down from the slopes and in the classroom on Monday, students began reflecting on their time with Anthony and the instructors at Loveland. Skiing is another way the school and Eikenberry can provide a new opportunity for the students to check out. One of my Muslim students who wore her hijab on the mountain, she said she was terrified. Then after her first run, she got to the bottom and I got video of her just giggling with an ear-to-ear grin saying, "It's so fun. It's just so fun." I think there are kids who see something they want to do and think and feel this is something new and different and I'm going to challenge myself and try it out, she also said. Talking with Anthony on the phone after ski day, he said, "It was different. I've done so many of these programs now, over 29 years, but there was something about this one that really was special." The reflection cards that the kids made are heading to Anthony later this month when all the kids finish their work. And now on to the forecast. Here comes the next storm. Friday will be chilly, but expect some snow at the remaining resorts open. For Friday's first chair, the European Center for Medium Range Weather Forecast model, run from Wednesday, shows between 4 to 10 inches of snow for some spots in the central and northern mountains, with Eagle County, Vail, seeing close to 10 inches and 4 to 6 near Berthoud Pass, Winter Park region. After a short lull Sunday, next week's storminess appears to begin sometime Monday and lasting for 36 to 48 hours before tapering off the last few days of April. Plenty of historical graphs show pops in snow accumulation during the 3 weeks of May, at the beginning of the month, and skiing and riding is still great when these storms roll in. So make sure to keep your eyes open for those storms rolling in. And now for the recap. Last Saturday's powder day didn't disappoint, even for fresh snow on hard crust. Of the resort still open, 3 to 8 inches of snow fell on the slopes, giving skiers and riders a mid-April treat. Vail, Aspen Mountain, Snowmass, and Eldora, 8 inches were the biggest winners. Aspen Highlands and Silverton, 7 inches. Breckenridge, Winter Park, Copper, and Beaver Creek got 6, and rounding out the top 2 other ones was A Basin and Steamboat with 5 inches. The rest of the weekend and the week was rather sunny and warm, making for prime spring skiing and riding after the mass closing weekend. And now on to the snooze. Time magazine announced earlier this week Michaela Schifrin is one of the magazine's 100 most influential people of 2023. Former ski racer Lindsey Vonn, who penned a letter about Schifrin, said for Time, "I started hearing about Michaela Schifrin when she was about 13 years old. She was a wonder kind on the mountain. Michaela's skiing more than lived up to expectations." Schifrin is also a nominee for a Laureus World Sport Award, the Sportswoman of the Year category, and overtook Swedish skier Inger Stenmark's World Cup victories record of 86 wins back in March. Vonn thinks Schifrin can reach 100 wins before she's done skiing and says she's really stepped into the spotlight and done a great job moving the needle for our sport. Be sure to check out on Monday, May 8th, Laureus' broadcast of the announcement of the winners for the 2023 World Sports Awards from Paris, France. Colorado's resorts received above average snow accumulations in winter 22-23. Some resorts do not have season totals posted on their site. However, estimated totals used from resorts' snow reports and snowtel sites in the area were compared to approximate the grand totals for those resorts. Check our site to get those totals. Several resorts remain open heading into the fourth weekend of April. Putting away the skis or board doesn't need to happen just yet. And finally, the Colorado skiing and riding season is winding down. Whiteout will return in October 2023 with fresh stories, powder forecasts, and more Colorado high country talk as winter makes its return. Thanks for watching our episodes this winter. I'm looking forward to next season already. I'll also be starting a new series in a couple of weeks titled Trail Tracks, where we'll talk about hiking, biking, and other outdoor things related to spring and summer. So be on the lookout for that in early May. Once again, see you all in the fall for new episodes of Whiteout.